Dish and Dirt. A-K-A. Dish and Dirt. Dishing. Dish and Dirt. Welcome back to Dish and Dirt with J and X. We are here again, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, subscribing, commenting. We appreciate you guys so much. Today we are eating it's Thai food. Thai food is our favorite. I always tell people we all kind of have like that. When people ask me, what do you go eat when you are just feeling down, or when I always get Thai food. Thai food is like my treat. So we're eating Thai food today. We went to a place called Kun with a K.
I know, we didn't like
Sister Soldier almost didn't want to shout him out because she said,
for real,
she was like,
I
don't like it.
I said, I don't like that name.
Kun? We don't, but we'll make it clear. Kun with a K. Okay? And so
I guess
she got pad thai with no nuts.
Pate noodles with no peanuts, y'all. I don't like. I'm not allergic to anything. I just don't want it. So
well, that's a pad thai, and then she only got this. She got crab fried rice.
My sister Carissa.
That is so good.
Is the one that referred us to this place. And, we got some. Cause she also told us to get the cream cheese
wontons. Are those they're wontons? Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's that.
And these are fried mushrooms.
Yes.
And then I also got some tom kha. I'm a soup.
His looked so good, y'all. Ooh, for real. Cause his looked like the actually like the ramen we had.
And we have our drinks. We just have champagne and cheers, my sissy poo.
Cheers, my baby. Look how good my baby look. For real, y'all.
I got dressed up for y'all.
I love his blouse. How come I was like, you need to give me that blouse, y'all? But I would just wear it. I would just wear it with all this up.
Yeah. It's long enough. She could wear it as a skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
As long as you put some some leather shorts on with it, some really leather shorts, some thigh-high boots. Get out of here.
We are both into fashion, you guys, so we style each other. So yes, honey, I was like, you need to give me that blouse. I said, I'll be wearing that. I said, all this.
She said, I'm loving your blaze. Is what
loving your blaze.
So we are gonna dig in. You gonna?
Oh yeah, let's grace. Let's say grace. Thank you for the food we're about to receive in the number of our bodies in Christ's sake. Amen.
Amen.
And amen again.
Amen.
Okay.
So
amen.
This week has been super interesting for me. I was telling my sister, so recently I was converted from a you don't call it a full-time employee, you would call it like when you're with the temp agency, you get converted to a full-time.
Yeah.
So I recently got converted, so my pay schedule has switched up a little bit. That has been such an adjustment for me. Me adjusting from getting paid every week to every other Friday, it has been such a huge adjustment with me trying to get my money together just to make sure that's probably what I was going to ask her how her week. That's what I have been dealing with, is just trying to make sure my money is right. Making sure my money is right and make sure I'm spending what I'm spending. Because mind you, looking forward to that check every week, you can make a couple mistakes and be like, I got it I get paid next Wednesday.
Hello. But I didn't want to interrupt my brother because I do realize that we do that a lot, y'all.
We are trying to get better.
We're trying to get better on that. We do interrupt each other a lot. So I'm just trying to work on that.
Mm-hmm,
so you might see me being a little quiet because I'm trying to make sure my brother say what he got to say and I talk.
I'm going to do the same.
And so we are working on that. So I definitely hear what he's saying, but I definitely want to give my brother a big ups. Because when you were singing and you were doing it by yourself, I couldn't even imagine. Actually, and I'm not even going to front. Never done it. I've never had to do it by myself. Never.
Miss Thing always knew how to keep a man, okay? She could teach me a thing or two.
I mean, you said you guys, honestly, I've never lived on my own. Actually, I'm going to just tell you some real tea right here. I never even had a room to myself. Like, I've never had a room, like I never slept in a room really, like, by myself. Which is something that I'm not cool with that. I'm definitely, everybody that knows me knows that I like strong women. And everybody thinks I'm a strong woman. And I am. But I'm not as strong as I want to be.
We can all use a little bit of growth.
Right.
You know
I'm not as strong as I want to be, but I mean, and that's part of my insecurities. Like I'm afraid of cat. Like I'm scary at night. Like I gotta have somebody in bed with me. Like I've always had a man, and I always will have one. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I always will.
I wish I knew it. I wish I had that struggle.
Shut up, fool.
I can't keep
You
nobody
are
around.
stupid. But no, I've always had a man, and so I've never really had to sleep by myself. But and when I was a teenager, I did. You know what I'm saying? But I still I had little sisters. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come sleep with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we're all the same. Like we're all afraid of cats. But no, so that's just a little tidbit about myself. You guys, I want to talk about support systems. Ooh, you over here looking good with this damn soup. Is this fish? Cause I'm about to get a bite. I'm sorry. Break some of this fish off. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to get real greedy real quick. Because his shit over here is looking too goddamn good. Is this a squid? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get this.
It might be.
I'm sorry, baby. Can I get this? It's a mushroom. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get this next time. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't like foodie. Everybody that know me, I love to eat. Food is, listen.
Life.
Come on, man. Ooh, that was good, Chris. This soup is really like the ramen soup.
I told you. You always say you don't like coconut.
I know, I don't like coconut, y'all. I don't like coconut. Like even drinks. Like if people be like, oh, cause my sister-in-law got us on some Malibus. Ooh, that muscle look good too. And Malibu has rum in it. And I do be all about the drinks that are low calorie. I do. But no, if it's coconut, I'm cool.
I can start us off on the topic of
Start us off, baby.
I know
Start us
for
off,
me
man.
personally, it's extremely hard. Extremely important, imperative to have a support system. I know for me, I've heard of so many horror stories about young gay boys that may have taken their lives, or and I'm talking elementary, I'm talking very young boys who are killing themselves. And I guess the first thing I think about when these kids feel like they have no way out and they have to take that route, because first of all, we're all thinking to ourselves, like, what kid knows? How do you even know how to kill yourself? I don't know how you would even know that.
Like I don't know, are they looking it up?
That's what I'm saying. So it's so weird. So the first thing I thought about when I heard a story maybe a couple years ago,
I remember, Chris, that was so good, so affected by
I
that.
was affected by it. He was younger. I want to say he was in like
he was so cute.
Elementary. He was adorable. I said
you were so affected by that.
What was going on at home is the first thing I thought. Like, what was at home? Because I
What
know
was
for
mom and
me,
them at?
personally, I can go on and on about how my family may get on my nerves, but one thing I did not have to deal with, regardless of how I was, I was the kid walking on my tippy toes. I loved playing Barbies with my twin sister.
No,
my
but you
parents,
know what? I met Chris. He was 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fell in love with the boy. And I knew then you was gay. Knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Fell in love. Because I actually liked that he was just being him.
You know you interrupted me, right?
I know, I did, but I'm sorry. But baby, I think that was a necessary interruption.
Okay.
Because, baby, I really did fall in love with you.
You did.
I did, y'all. Like, I knew he was gay. My husband didn't. And actually, when I told him, he was like,
No,
I
tell me.
did.
I'm going to tell my brother thought. So, first I'm going to start with
Go ahead, baby.
in terms of just having my parents supported me, regardless of, the religious background. My mama let me wear her heels when I was a kid.
Okay.
My mama let me.
Baby, that's a good point. Come on, somebody.
My mom never was just like, I'm not getting him no damn Barbies. Mind you, I grew out of Barbies. I got into Power Rangers after that. But my mom bought me the Barbies. My mom bought me. My dad, no, I never heard any of that. So I always say what protected me was my family. So I might have dealt with a lot of stuff in elementary. Of course, I was being called a faggot. Of course, I was being picked on. But mind you, I had my twin sister who's a bulldog, okay? And my other brother, who, mind you, they couldn't do too much. But of course, they tried to sneak in their little comments. And what I want to say the abuse I experienced was verbal. It was never physical. So never tried to put their hands on me. But when I got home, I had support. My parents let me be me. So speaking about support system, I had that. So that's what shielded me from maybe feeling like these other children may be feeling. Because when I got home, I was free. Oftentimes when I was at school, I definitely felt like I was, I don't know if you guys know what it's like to hold your breath. I feel like you're suffocating, but when I got home, I got to exhale. It was just very nice to get home and to feel like I can breathe here. I can breathe here at school. I can't be 100% myself. I can't do the things I like without being called a name. But when I got home, it was definitely an exhale, being home, being able to breathe and being able to just be myself. So support systems are just extremely important, whether it's an adult, child, whatever.
Absolutely. Mental health is so important. It's as important as your physical health.
Yes.
It's just as important. And, you know, we never really go into this that much on here, but it's just as important as your physical health. Like, it really
if not more important sometimes.
Because actually, it can bring on physical ailments. Hello? Okay, somebody. It can bring on mental illness. Can bring on physical illness that you didn't have before. Okay,
Absolutely.
like when you suffer, I suffer from anxiety, so I would just put my shit on out there. I suffer from anxiety, and so I also, my mother. I have not told nobody that my mother passed away.
Maybe you did not.
My mother passed away at 40 years old. She was 40 of an asthma attack, and I now have asthma. And whenever I have an anxiety attack, it triggers my asthma. And y'all, that's scary as hell. When you can't breathe, that's scary. I still ain't got it. I don't have a grasp on when I have an asthma attack because I'm not used to it. Your soup looks so good. I'm sorry, it do. You over here slurping. I said, Jesus. I said, you better. Cause y'all, everybody be tight. I don't think I told you guys that everybody be mad because I don't be eating enough.
You don't.
Everybody be like, you don't be eating. You guys, I'm sorry. You guys, I've had the gastric sleeve. I don't think I've told y'all that either.
You didn't.
It's gonna unfold. Everything about myself is gonna unfold. Like I said, I am very transparent, y'all. I'm an open book. So I had the gastric sleeve, so I lost 110 pounds.
Yeah, she did.
In 18.
And let's be clear, she did that because not because she had been trying for years. She's someone who actually did what you should be doing before you get that type of surgery. Some people use it as because like, oh, I don't want to do this. She did the legwork. She was doing the diet. She was doing the working out. It was a health decision. It was not a decision like, oh, I just want to. She liked it.
Yeah, I was cute thick. I was cute.
She likes it.
I was cute. I like being thick. I'm sorry. It's something that my husband prefers. But actually, I would say this now because I didn't like the way I was looking at one point. I was like 138 pounds. I looked like a crackhead up in here.
She did not, but I mean,
I was looking a mess to me. And my husband didn't. My husband has never said nothing about my weight. My husband just loved him some.
Jamie, absolutely.
He loves him some me. It does not matter what size I am, and I will definitely say that. It does not matter what size I am. My husband loves him some me. Period. And I do appreciate that. I do. My husband has been. I can't even think of nobody that's been more supportive when it comes to my weight journey because he is the main one they got to deal with.
Absolutely.
Okay. And he has been just every time. But I want to give a shout out to my sister. My little sister Bianca. Like I told you guys before that I have a set of.
Bianca.
Yes, I have a set of twin sisters, and my baby is doing a lot right now, y'all. She said it was okay to share. Her mother is dying, and she said it was okay to share.
Oh, she did. Okay.
She did.
So I want to edit this part out. Okay,
right,
cool.
Exactly. Her mother's their mother. Because like I said, it's a set of twins, and so it's Rebecca and Bianca, and then I have a little brother, Trayvon, and their mother's dying, and it's hard on us, y'all. I'm not gonna give the backstory of our relationship, but it's difficult.
Of course,
it's difficult, and my sister is doing so much. She's taking because she takes care of my father. Because if she wasn't, I would have to, and that wouldn't. Could you imagine me taking care? Like it wouldn't be right if I'm too much like my daddy.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be right if I was taking care of him. So I'm so happy that she is. Because if it wasn't her, it probably would be me, and that probably wouldn't be a good situation. I know my daddy. Everybody know my daddy's girl, but me and daddy can't live together.
But you've often said that Bianca, out of the twins, you felt like Becca was more mirrors Chrissy a bit more, and Bianca mirrors you a bit more. So her taking on a bit of those tasks, it's something you would be doing anyway. Because she's like your little.
I was talking to her today because she was my baby.
That's right. That's what I was saying.
So, I'm the one that did her hair. Like she was the one that I chose to, take care of. Like I know that sounds weird to y'all, but since they're twins, my sister, other sister, took care of her twins, and I mainly took care of Bianca. Like we just had ones that we was like, this mine, this yours. And Bianca was mine, but you know what? She's actually a lot like my other sister too. She's a lot like Chrissy too. Like I'm more, me and Bianca are more like rah rah. Like we're like daddy calls us both the thugs. Like my daddy calls us both the thugs in the family, and we will get up in your behind. So Tonka definitely gets that from me. But Tonka's also very sweet. And you know, actually, I am too. I don't be giving myself no credit,
Yeah,
y'all.
she's-
I don't be giving myself no credit because my other sister ain't nothing but sweet to me. Like my other sister, who I call my twin. She's not my twin. We're not twins, but we're Irish twins because we are the same age for a little bit. We're Irish twins. My mother and father had a very they had back to back. We're less than 2 months apart. And so I call her my twin. But she ain't nothing but sweet to me. Like, I would get up in your behind. My sisters don't like to even go off on nobody. It's damn near my pleasure. Okay? I would definitely check you. Okay? She said she would. That's just me. My sister is just nothing but, right? Because you love her more than you love me.
Don't say that.
You be so happy when Chrissy gonna come over. You be like, oh my god, like he acts up. They both act up when they know they're about to see.
I love Chrissy. Now, in terms of loving, I have a different relationship with Chrissy than I have with her, so it's not about loving anyone more than anyone. But there's things I can
He
get
just
from
really
Chrissy.
enjoys my sister.
I love Chrissy because I definitely feel like she can give you opinion unbiased. She's definitely a
She know, but
she's a neutral party. You
Yeah.
know, she doesn't. You know, you can always talk to her, and you know that it's not going to go nowhere. She's just a person that no ill intent whatsoever. If she does, I've never seen that version of her, but she's always just.
No, she won't cut.
Really,
on you.
just no. It's not to say she won't cut.
Chrissy will
Of
put her
course,
hands on you. Actually,
well, you have to bring her there, but I mean, it's definitely not first thought for her.
No, it's
but
not.
she's definitely grown a lot, and she's just super.
my sister is y'all.
She's easy to digest. She's just easy. It's just easy to love her, easy to like her, easy. There's just no complication there for me in terms of Chrissy.
But Bianca, I wanted to shout her out. This is my little sister, y'all. She's taking care of her mother, who's dying, and she's taking care of my daddy, which she always has. You know, since he lives with her. You know, she takes care of him, and it's something I don't have to worry about my daddy, and I'm definitely a worrier. Like, I worry so much. Like, that's pretty much all I do. Especially after losing my mother at such a young age and finding her dead. Like, I just worry. But I don't have to worry about my daddy because my sister got him, and that means so much to me. Like, my family, y'all, like, everybody that know my family is everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, they are. They're everything to me. And to know that I got family that feel the same way I feel, that rock with my daddy, because my daddy is my only parent, and so I'm serious about him. When it comes to him, I need everybody to put with their hands in the pot to help take care of my daddy. And everybody do. And I appreciate it. Bianca, girl, you are out here doing the damn thing, y'all. I told her today, I said, baby, we're going to do something for you for Christmas. We want to give you a trip. You deserve it. My baby got 3 kids. Infants, y'all. She got infants. She got twins herself. And she's taking care of the twins. She's taking care of my daddy. She's taking care of her mama who's dying. And my sister she's doing it. I'm not saying that ain't nobody else doing it, because Trayvon, my brother, and my sister Rebecca is doing it too. But Bianca is the main one that's taking soul.
Go, Bianca.
Yeah.
Superheroes don't always wear capes. Go, baby. You're doing it.
She is. I'm so proud of you, baby. I love you.
So we also wanted to kind of piggyback off of you mentioning just mental health. I kind of wanted to talk about that too, only because I definitely think that's something that's either it's ignored in the Black community. When I think there's a lot of, I always say this to peers or just friends, that I definitely feel like a lot of us are undiagnosed mentally ill people walking around. Because a lot of us, you guys heard the trauma that she went through with finding her mother dead. She probably need to be talking to somebody, okay? We all kind of, need to be talking to someone about, certain things that we've all gone through.
There's nothing wrong with paying somebody to be a therapist.
There's nothing wrong with it. And mind you,
necessary.
I've witnessed loss to my, I also want to say my brother, which is her husband, Ramad. After what he saw when my brother passed away, he witnessed something none of us witnessed.
We never shared that either. We never shared that.
I lost my brother back in 2017, and what my brother witnessed, mind you, he witnessed something none of us witnessed. Meaning, granted, we all felt the pain of it, but what he witnessed and saw, my brother's a perfectionist. He definitely wants to. He's our resident superhero. He definitely wants to help everyone he can, and he always wants to help, and he always wants to be good at it, and he wants to be perfect. And what he did was he tried to revive my brother, and then my brother passed afterwards. And I just know how hard that must be on my brother, and what he witnessed that day. He should talk to somebody. that's a lot. Me and my other friend was talking about it would be nice if you could take a pill and just erase certain memories. Granted, not erase what happened, but it's traumatic what he witnessed. You know, he witnessed.
Erase the trauma.
It's trauma what he witnessed them pulling, the sheet over a person. That's too much. And he had a really good relation with my brother. So about just, and I feel like in the Black community, of course other communities do it as well, it is something that is not focused on. We all just go, and mind you, let's talk about this too, the trauma that we all deal with as Black people and what our ancestors went through. A lot of us still carry that with us.
Preach somebody.
A lot of us still carry that with us. Sister Soldier here. A lot of us still carry the burden of what our ancestors went through. Granted, it was obviously decades ago, but it's still, Black people, we went through a lot. So I definitely think that's something Black people need to talk about more.
And you know what? We carry that, and I don't think that other races realize that.
No, they don't.
We do.
They say it happened a long time ago. Excuse me.
No, that lives
don't say that.
That lives within. I don't know what to say when it comes to this my husband and this boy's family. Like, for real. They're my family. They're my family. His mama helped me raise my kids, if not raise them. It's for real. Like, I know I've always been in my kids' life, but I needed help. I didn't have my mom. His mama taught my kids probably damn near everything. Like, I can't, like, seriously, I don't know what I can claim to say. I taught you that. Mama Dink.
My mama.
My mother-in-law, I can't even, like, for real. I don't want to get into it really deep because that's how much she means to me. Like, I'll be on here crying. Like, she has been just everything. She's been everything.
She's been everything to me too. My mama is just, my mama, mind you, I can.
She might cut you out down your socks and beat your ass.
She will, but at the end of the day, in terms of being raised. As a child and as elementary.
But you know what? At the end of the day, she got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she might not mess with you for a minute. She might be a little petty, what have you. Mama Dean is Mama Dean. But at the end of the day, she got you. She got you. And that's all that's all I need to know. I think you know that too. Can't nobody say that she, at the end of the day, she ain't gonna have you. Because when you need her, she gonna be there. Period.
Let's talk a little bit about, so you guys know, I'm not sure if you guys watch Real Housewives of Potomac.
Okay, yes, we're gonna get into some shows. That's what we said.
Shows. So,
he was watching a little bit. I made him watch some.
Well, I watched it for you. I watched it the other day when I was here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, my brother and I had a little bit of I would say, I call it a debate because we were not arguing.
My husband likes to argue though. So let's not.
He doesn't like to argue.
My husband's a Capricorn, and he says he don't like to argue.
Debate.
He said he likes to debate. But what's the difference?
Because argument has a negative connotation to it. Arguing is negative.
He
Debating means that we're not mad at each other. We're just fine. I'm hearing your point. You're listening to my point. We're both trying to get an understanding on both sides. We may not agree, but we should at least try to understand each other. That's where my brother comes from, I think. So Nicki Minaj is a host. What did you guys think? I know from me personally,
Nicki Minaj was going too hard, baby. I said, damn.
I just didn't care for her as a host. I really didn't.
She was going mad hard because, listen, let me tell you something right now. I don't give a damn who you are. You're not finna come for me, period. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm sorry, I don't care. If I was on that show and Nicki was coming for my life, I would say, baby, you need to be worried about your baby daddy and what he's doing in the streets and molesting kids. You need to be worried about that. I would have cared for her neck. You ain't finna come for me. Okay? I don't give a damn who you are. I would have pulled up whatever dirt. I would have been on my phone like, what can I find on Nicki? You're not coming for me, and I don't say shit about you. Worry about what your husband doing. What's your husband doing? Ain't he up on charges for being a molester? Is he Nate?
Something along those lines.
Is he Nate? Yeah, I would have said, worry about that. So what are you doing about that?
It would have changed the whole tone of the show. Okay, they would have turned it off.
I know, and that's just actually who I am. You can't come for me. You're not gonna come for me, and I won't say nothing. I'm going to definitely have my back. I'm going to have my own back. And actually, people think I'm just petty for no reason. I'm not a petty person. Chris, please tell me an example of time I was just petty off top. Can you think of a time that I was just petty for no reason?
You mean petty as in throwing shade or something like that?
Yes. Throwing shade, being petty, any of that. Like, please tell me if I've ever came at anybody just for petty for no reason.
If you have, it's definitely not your norm. So
I'm not a petty person. People think that I'm Chris. People think that I'm petty.
No, that's probably people that know you. Because mind you, we can all be petty with people we love. Like, let's be clear. Because
but I'm not though. I'm not petty for nothing. Like I ain't saying I can't get petty because I know damn well I can. But I'm only petty when you come from me. I'm not gonna be petty for no reason. I'm just not. That's not who I am.
No, I hear you.
And you're not either. Like I think people think that you're petty for no reason.
People think I'm just shady and always talking mess, and I am. I do like to talk mess. I'm not going to deny that, but I think we can all. But anyway, about Nicki Minaj, the host, the pros was, well, this is something that my brother called out, and I think these are great points. He says that I think because mind you, the Real Housewives franchise, I want to say the black ones seem to be falling down in terms of popularity. You know, Atlanta's not as popular without Nene. I'm a Nene fan. It ain't been the same without Nene. And then Potomac, after Monique left, after that exchange with Candace, I definitely feel like people are not.
I really did like Monique.
I love Monique, and I feel like Monique definitely brought that spice, or you know, even though I don't want to say fighting is what keeps us tuned in, but it was definitely an altercation that
Monique kind of brought that realness. Okay, I know she was hood, but that's kind of actually how I am too. I don't
think she was. I just thought that I feel like here's a law of the land. I've got a law of the land. Granted, you shouldn't put your hands on nobody. No, but my thing is, if you know you can't fight and you're not willing to fight, don't you step in the ring with somebody who might beat you up. That's my whole thing. I just learned that. I don't like to fight. I don't know if I can. I've never gotten to a fight. I've gotten to fight once, but my brother always jumped in, so I don't even know if I can fight.
I'll beat your ass.
So my thing is, I don't even get to the point where we are about to engage to that extent. If I notice we're getting to that point where it's almost like people are getting up out face these, I'm going to retreat. But oh no, it's good. Cause you put your hands on me, I'm not gonna fight. We're in court. I'm gonna come for your pockets.
No, I'll beat your ass.
I'm gonna come for your pockets. I'm gonna come for your pockets. Something you can't come out of. So my thing is, that stuff a heel, a black eye, whatever. Your pockets though, trust and believe me in that courthouse like Shanae.
I think.
So I say all that to say was, my brother was basically trying to say that he thought they were trying to shake it up. Nicki Minaj was going to be Nicki Minaj, obviously, right? She wasn't going to go in there and be like Andy. You know, Andy's chill. Nicki Minaj going to bring, you know, she's shady too. So I think that was to be expected.
Yeah, no, my husband thought that she brought the necessary because Andy ain't gonna say certain things, but I don't see why not. How come he can't say certain things? Well, he can say whatever the fuck he want to say.
Andy does, but here's my thing. I like the way Andy does it. Andy will engage with the girls. He'll ask the fan questions, so there's always viewer questions, and then once he gets your response to it, so he'll let the housewife respond, and then he will try to poke at you afterwards. Meaning, like if you say something he don't agree with, he'd be like, "Well, why not?" And I don't know. I like that engagement more. I definitely feel like the housewives they weren't being themselves. They weren't being as defensive. Like, mind you, I get why she said what she said to Giselle, but she basically told Giselle that, you know, she got into it with...
I was hollering.
She basically said your beauty declining. Like,
she said, so you don't think your beauty declining at all? But I actually kind of feel like Giselle probably needs to hear that a little bit. Giselle is Giselle is not confident. I'll say that, because she has definitely no self-esteem. And I know I see that as a black woman. I can tell that she suffers from low self-esteem. And so I don't like to talk about her because it's clear that she's not, she's insecure for sure. And so when she said that, I was like...
And the last portion of this segment, I just also want to me and my brother, we mostly got into it. I did not think it was cool that he asked Candace to sing. That she asked Candace to sing.
Y'all, I ain't seen it.
You didn't see that part of it. I didn't like that part only because anybody, mind you, I wouldn't call myself a singer, but I enjoy singing.
We both do.
We both enjoy singing.
He can hold a better tune than I can, but we definitely do both like singing.
We enjoy it. It's fun for us. So I wouldn't call us singers, but my thing is everybody know that, mind you, I work at a job where I have to talk to people all day. My voice, after I talked all day, does not sound like me on the weekends when I didn't have to work. On the weekends, I sound so much better. When I'm singing in the car, I'm like, oh, I kept up with that note. During the week, I'm scratching. My voice is torn, mind you, the reunion is for arguing. They sit there for 12 or 13, 14 hours arguing and going back and forth. So you to ask her to sing on the spot, to me, I was like, anybody that knows about singing, you have to prepare your voice to sing. You have to prepare your vocals. You do. You can't just go into it randomly. You're not going to sound as good as you hopefully you sounded. So I just thought it was not cool. And my thing is, from someone who's not a singer, Nicki Minaj uses auto-tune. Don't come for her auto-tune because you know that's all you got going on too, okay? Now, if it was rapping, let's say it was Monique there. She was interviewing. Monique's a rapper too. I can see her coming from Monique like, hey, spit some bars for me real quick. That's rapper to rapper. Nicki's not a singer. No one's going to Nicki's record to be like, let's see what Nicki's singing today. Mm-hmm. No one cares because she ain't singing nothing. Okay?
She's really a rapper, actually.
I love her as a rapper.
She's one of the best. I really do like Nicki Minaj, but if we asked her to spit them out the dome, like what do you think you would
She
do?
would. Oh, she would. She
can freestyle out the dome.
Oh, she can. She's the best. I want to say the best in R right now. She's better than Stallion. She's better than Cardi.
Oh, Stallion.
She's better than all that.
Please. Even though I'm definitely a fan.
I also just wanted to touch on something as well. I just wanted to say that I think, in terms of us as people, period, and us becoming people. A lot of times, people need to understand that in order to do certain things in your life, you have to love yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people are in these relationships that are horrible, but mind you, they're in a relationship that are horrible because they don't love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And when you love yourself,
come on, preacher.
There's a lot of things that you're just not going to tolerate anymore because you're thinking about you at the end of the day.
Right.
And there's also something I think that people are just afraid of. Stop being afraid of being unliked. People are so concerned with being liked by people, so they do a lot of things to be liked by other people. So that's why they don't. Stop being afraid of that. Learn how to be by yourself. Learn how to be on your own. Learn to be your own best friend. And I'm telling you, you might have 3 friends. You might have a triangle as opposed to a circle of friends. You might have a triangle. A triangle is so much better than a circle. To be worried about all these people. Learn that. And then what I'm telling you, it's going to be so much easier for you to know who's good for your life and who isn't good for your life when you know and you love yourself. Okay? So that was my Jerry Springer final thought for y'all. Because we about to...
No, but I honestly definitely hear where you're coming from.
All right, well, that concludes today's episode of Dish and Dirt. Thank you, Coon Thai Food with a K, for feeding us today. You didn't eat much. We're going to work on her with eating a little bit more. But thank you guys again for tuning in. We had such a good time, and we will see you guys next time on Dish and Dirt. Bye.